From first inquiry to final gallery delivery, I have spent years perfecting my personal brand photography workflow to put clients through a really amazing client experience. And of course, to make my life easier. Today, I'm giving you the complete breakdown, and I'm even providing you a checklist to make your life so much easier. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I am Morgan. If you are new here, I'm a personal brand photographer and education coach. It is my mission to get everyone who is excited about personal brand photography to give you all of the information that I know so that I can help you grow your businesses as well. So today, I feel like this is a video that I procrastinated on filming because it seemed so big. But I really wanted to be able to put this out for you because I think having the right workflow in your business, specifically personal brand photography, can make all the difference, not only in your stress factors and how you're able to confidently handle a client from start to finish, but also to put your clients through an experience and one that is good, that is positive, that they'll remember. They don't ever remember feeling stressed about it. They basically don't even have to think about it because it's so good. So I'm sharing with you my entire workflow today. Let's get right into it. So the very first step is someone applies with me. My first reaction to that is going to respond to their inquiry within 24 hours. That is at a very, very maximum 24 hours. I like to do it within a couple of hours if I can. This reply is going to include instructions in order to set up a discovery call for as soon as possible. The next step then is to have the discovery call to get in front of the client one-on-one. In front of the client. Zoom call is usually what I do to be able to take them through my experience. So again, I'm going to explain this entire workflow to them so they're informed before they ever book, and answer any questions that may have, and to get a feel for whether we're a good fit for one another, personality wise and alignment wise, what they're actually looking to achieve with this brand shoot. Next, after the client says yes and they're ready to book, I go ahead and start onboarding them. So this is putting them into my CRM. I love using Dubsado. You can click the link down below if you would like a discount for month to month or a year. I've tried many CRMs and that's worked really, really well for me. It's not sponsored, it's just honestly who I've used since I started in 2020. But I import them into my CRM. And also what I've done in my CRM is I have created a lot of automation. This puts my clients through the rest of the workflow that I'm about to talk about. If you're looking for more information on how to create a workflow, or if you want exact templates of what to put in your different emails, how to send the different questionnaires, all of that good stuff, I do have my course, Become a Badass Brand Photographer. There is a whole lesson on how to set that up and how to implement all of the templates. I give you word for word what I send to my own clients, just to save you some time. Once I start that workflow within Dubsado, the next step in our checklist is the welcome email. Once someone is booked, I send a welcome email, which is usually going to include the link to an invoice, what to expect next, which will be the brand questionnaire, and when they can expect to hear back from me via email. So once the client has signed the contract and paid their retainer fee, I go ahead and send over the brand questionnaire, which is the next step in this checklist. The brand questionnaire, as I have talked about before, is so important to my process. This is really what allows me to get inside my client's head and bring to life what they are imagining. I have a lot of questions in my questionnaire, everything from personal questions about how they describe themselves to how they describe their own business and the ideal clients they're looking for. I also have them make a Pinterest board, so I'm getting written and visual confirmation of what they're wanting so that I can then work with that to then produce a game plan, creative direction for their shoot, which is the next step in the checklist where I do the shoot planning, the creative direction. I source locations, I source outfits, I figure out what time of day we're shooting, what props lists we need, what shots we're going to be doing. I go ahead and create all of that for my client. And then the next step is to get on a shoot planning call with them. So the goal of this call is to make sure that we're on the same page. Obviously, I've created all the stuff based off of the questionnaire that they've given me, but I want to make sure that they like everything that I've come up with. I don't just send it to clients and be like, okay, this is what we're doing. No, I approach this process very personalized. I want everyone to be really excited about what I've come up with. So I'll go over this shoot planning document. Again, that's in my course if you want to look more deeper and have all of these tools accessible to you. That has the locations, the outfits, the times, the shot list, the props list, all of that good stuff. We go over it together to make sure everything is sounding good before the shoot. After that, I create a final timeline once I have the A-OK from my client. I send that to them along with the shoot document so they can prepare based off of that document, usually their outfits and their props list, but also again, so we are both on the same page, they know what time everything's starting, all of that good stuff. My client's final payment is always due 7 days before the shoot, so that's another check mark. And then I have a reminder email, which is usually the day before the photo shoot, to remind them what's happening, where we're meeting, at what time, what they're bringing. And then I also have a usually morning of reminder. If their shoot is really early in the morning, I might do a 2 days early reminder to say, hey, have breakfast, leave a little bit early to save time for parking, and just give them a little encouragement for the shoot in case they're feeling nervous. Then we have the brand photo shoot. So the day that we're actually going out and shooting and working together. It's amazing. So many more videos on that to come, but we can check that off and we know that we've gotten 3/4 of the way there. Next step is to cull and edit photos. If you're a photographer watching this, I go through and I cull all of the photos for the best raw images that I actually want to go to editing. For my own specific process, I edit all of the photos just because it's quicker for me. I don't provide proofs first. I just deliver all the photos and my clients can pick out a select number and then upgrade to their full gallery if they want to. Next step is usually the clients will get their photos, they'll pick out the ones that they want. If they have any requests on edits, I will do those, and then is the final gallery delivery. So final gallery link, it will have turned on the photos for downloading. I use Pixie Set, so I usually turn them so that they're unable to be downloaded until this point. And then I also give them a guide, which is how to use their new brand photos. At this point, I will also request a testimonial. So I have a whole Google form that I send them that has a whole bunch of very carefully curated questions about the experience, how I can do better, or what they really enjoyed, so that I can share those testimonials on my website on Instagram. That testimonial form is also in the course I mentioned before. Like I said, there is so many freebies and templates in there also. If you're ever looking to really deep dive into building up your personal brand photography business, I cannot recommend it anymore. I think it is a great way to be able to start your brand photography business or to build it if you've been doing it for a while and something's just not clicking. All right, second to last step is I send my client a gift. So every single client gets a carefully curated gift from me in order just to thank them for choosing me, and it's usually personalized to show that I really care about them as a person, and I think it's a really nice touch to end the experience with me. The final step in this checklist, which is very important to me, is to continue the relationship. Although they may have been done paying for photos with me, they've gotten their final product, I think it's important to continue developing the relationship. Share their photos online, tag them, continue to check in with them on social media or text. Hey, how are you doing? What's up? It doesn't have to be a huge thing, but maintaining the relationship not only sets them up to be repeat clients in the future, but also you're constantly in their mind and they're constantly going to be able to go, oh, if somebody else needs a brand photographer, who do I know of? My brand photographer. Oh yeah, she just reached out the other day, even though I haven't shot with her in a year, but she's still awesome. So I'm still going to recommend her to someone else. I believe it is a great way to market your business even after you have finished with a client. So that is my complete workflow. Everything that I do for every single personal brand photo shoot and client that I work with. This workflow, again, has been tried and true, tested. It works so well for me. It works so well for all of my clients. They have nothing but good things to say about how well it's handled, how they never feel like they're in the dark about this process. Again, that's because I share this process with them before we even start. And I think that is such an important factor of being a photographer. Remember, you can download this checklist for free down below if you just want something to start guiding you and to figure out how to better organize and streamline your personal brand photography business. But that is it for this video. Be sure to comment down below if you have any other questions about anything that I talked in this video or another topic that you'd like me to hit on in a future one. I would be happy to answer and get to know you. With that, I will see you all next time. Bye.